And now you
change it up.
You can even see the Tundra are waiting to pick their heroes to see what heroes Falcons are picking up, just because there's so much flexibility in both of these drafts. It's actually crazy to think about that every core player.
As you saw there, the support duo, Hoodwink and Crystal Maiden, Falcons' most played duo. Not only the singular most played heroes, doubling up on the blood grenades there to be able to pick up Saksa. They should manage to get him here unless something crazy happens. Saksa is so slow.
So who's going to all chat after this kill, Austin? That's what you got to guess right
hits. Now. Crit will take it away before Skeeter gets there.
There's the tip. It's Skeeter with the tip.
He could have saved that kill for Skeeter, but he opted not to.
So no offensive tip. Interesting. We'll see where the all chat goes between these two teams as the series develops.
Oh, there's certainly going to be a lot of it, that's for sure. Whitemon actually threw out the blood grenade against Amar. He missed because he thought Amar was going to run away, and Amar probably should have run away. Gets run down by the plasma field of Chrysalis. Early kills on both sides already. This game is already showcasing that we're going to play a fast laning phase and get kills with these kind of heroes. Crit will stay alive thanks to his Fairy Fire. Skeeter, they're rocking the tiny carry. You've had a lot to say about the tiny carry, but we haven't seen that much of it in this tournament.
The armor nerf really removed a lot of his CHP as ADF. Are you going to die again down here?
Trying to use the bushwhack,
he's dead.
But it's used on Whitemon, so Chrysalis just runs him down rather easily. Nice bounce there with the Acorn shot. Might be able to net a return kill, but even if he could get that kill, it's going to feel pretty bad. Chrysalis, he's just king of the lane, man, and he's got more mana where that came from.
Get the dual roam going at some point. Gate rotations to mid for power runes. Your mid hero's a Doom, however. Not a lot of roam potential into this lane.
So that means it's even worse, the fact that Amar is losing his lane so hard because it's not a lane the Crystal Maiden can... Oh, how did he not break that link? Are you kidding me?
He did not TP.
What? How was that link? That was the longest link I've ever seen in my life.
That's why the man picks the Razor. He's level 30 for a reason.
He's just built different, I guess. He's just better. Do manage to get the kill on Crit in return. Whitemon hunts him down in the corner of the map while we're watching that action at top.
Blood grenades are just so damn strong in the early game. He's going to get a deep ward on this jungle area, too. You're going to be able to scout the Darkseer. These lanes are crumbling right now for
full
Falcons.
shackles. Skeeter, they will get the turnaround here with the rotation coming out from Crit. His death allows him to show up for the tri-lane and picks up the kill on Skeeter. Now looking at 33 as well, though he still has magic wand charges. He's perfectly fine.
Yeah, he turns on Skeeter there if he doesn't have full wand up on this Tiny, who got frozen in his animation. That's always nice to see.
Mid lane BCM to the death. He will take the kill on Malrine underneath his own tower. Malrine gets too aggressive with it.
He got an early Croaker there. He had Arm of the Deep, extra stun damage, and he had the Riverborn aura, but of course that man up, you're not in the river. For Razor, if you can't just commit BKB.
Malrine just drops the Doom on him. Saksa will be run down underneath the tier 1 tower. Let's see if that Doom takes him out. I assume it will not. Didn't do enough damage. Man. And Crit will die. Man, Tundra just taking it to Falcons right now. We'll finally get that kill. Congratulations, Malrine. He collects a little bit later than he intended, but a push into the Wisdom Shrine. Interesting, but their own is also unguarded, so this may still be a trade-off. 33 wants to be able to fight for it, though, and he has the Razor coming in. They can't kill the Dusa, and they can't fight the Razor. Falcons are not going to win this engagement, and they got the extra kill. Perfect timing there from 33. The Gorgon's Grasp stops Malrine's TP out. A double kill for Chrysalis. And did they get the Wisdom Shrine? They got both Wisdom Shrines as well on Tundra. This, AUI talked about how he thought Tundra was the best team at map play and how you get a kill on them and then you actually don't get a net worth lead.
It's absolutely
And I was like, what? Aren't you talking about yourself? Like, that's Falcon's MO.
It should be them. In this series, they might be outmatched, and they're definitely outmatched in this early game right now.
Oh, yeah, they are just getting run down. The Razor, too much to handle, destroys the off lane of Amar and Crit, and now has full rotational power to make moves like this.
They just don't have anybody that can fight for Stalis in this early game. Especially if he gets a solid link on a core hero. The fact the laning phase went so bad for this Crystal Maiden Hoodwink, you still have 2 level 4 supports on the side of Falcons. You're in trouble.
All in for this kill. Crystallis sees the coming in. It's just like, all right, whatever. He accepts his fate. He gets the drain. That's all he can do in that situation.
Have to start combining cores here if you're Falcons, because your supports are not strong enough to set it up on their own.
They are going to pass behind Crystallis here.
You have the damage with Hoodwink ulti. It's the same level as his Tiny, by the way.
And an extra TP in. I was going to say, do they have the damage? Well, they're going to make sure they have the damage here. They've got the toss combination for sure. They've got the Hoodwink ultimate. And with the extra bit of snaking, okay, no toss, but...
Yeah, he's so low level. That's what I was trying to point out.
Yeah,
he was level 6 for that game.
Oh, man.
203.
Maureen, look at the trap he's setting up. Rounds the corner, Whitemon, surprise! He catches him with the Doom. That's pretty good.
No.
Tried to go for the deny. It doesn't work for him.
Well, the Doom continues to doom people here.
Maureen realizing their gank has already been spoiled.
33 is just so good at playing
BZM, he'll get the kill at top.
Yep. Nope.
Okay, no, he won't. Didn't have his drums yet. Oh, no, he didn't have his drums delivered yet. He has the drums, then he has the damage, but...
Shackle on Maureen to lead into what down here, though?
Gorgon's Grass, it doesn't land this time around. Maureen able to stay on top of Zoxa. Now he's ward trapped. Can he get out of the wards? Stone Gaze trying to get in front of this Doom with the extra bit of ward damage. They surely have him. But 33 is a little bit low on mana, and they're going to try and finish him off. Avalanche with the ult coming in from Crit. If he lands it, it's going to be good damage. They burst him.
That is a huge kill. He was just playing up in their face on this bottom lane the whole time.
Immediately, Whitemon pops the Moonlight Shadow, makes the call. They want to invade here. They will manage to get that Tormentor. Can they get all of their heroes out? The supports on the side. Whitemon braving and jumping up there, but they immediately turn back onto Whitemon. He leaps down into the corner, doesn't hit the bushwhack.
He's baiting them, though.
While Crystallis, he's coming in. They got the shackles, lockdown on Mar, plus a little extra damage onto Crystallis. Crystallis, a little bit low. Any extra nukes, they're not going to be able to finish him off. Skeeter's just running at him in vain. They clean house. They clean up. It is 4 dead on the side of Falcons.
And that all starts with a pesky Mirana just daring you to kill him. I'm a nice, juicy support. Don't you want to take me on top of the Tormentor? Guess what? You basically get team wiped for it. Well, now you're just losing on both sides of them.
Yeah, damned if you do, damned if you don't, but you're double damned if you don't make a decision.
The lack of catch killing Falcons right now. They want anything on the map. They're going to doom her off.
Jesus, that's a frustration ult right there.
Yeah, I don't even think that kill feels good if you do him like that. You'd rather have him live almost and have messed it up. Ball from Falcons this game. They're going to have Halberd, Mech, Pipe, potentially Crimson all in this Darkseer.
Got the grab on him, but wouldn't you love to have a Doom right now? BZM pops out, goes for the ult on Amar, and taking away the aura means there is nothing left for Falcons. They are so squishy without that Heaven's Halberd, without the Mech, and they'll easily run down Maureen on top of the Amar kill.
This beast is way too strong right now. It's dealing the most damage of everybody. You don't have your Tiny there, and you don't have the Radiance on Doom.
Oh, he gets crit right on the edge. So a third kill off of that.
Absolutely, take that on top of it.
Because this is feeling like one of those like 15K net worth leads.
Yeah, it feels a lot more than it is. Their supports still have a decent amount, as they're gonna poke the Medusa again.
Still no Doom, still on cooldown, but vacuum back in. They do have the dust as well, and this time Tundra just gonna give it up.
So this is the play he was daring them to make the whole game.
Yep.
It's not that difficult. As long as you see heroes on the map, you're not getting baited. It is a
nice catch from Soxa. Using Moonlight Shadow to creep up the top corner of the map and sets up BZM to knock him out.
Outside of that, Razor has very good setup for this arrow leaps into Starstorm to come into effect and really threaten you. So you're afraid of getting found by anybody on this map right now.
Snake King likely to be the next victim. Yep. Arrow goes out while Maureen also caught.
That's just Tundra
making it work on both sides of the map. The map is getting very small for Falcons now. Side lanes pushed in. Heroes are being caught all over the place, and now it's going to be mid as well. Crit makes a run for it. He should be good. But now, look at all the lanes. All of them are pushed into the tier 2 area. It's just going to be Tundra sweeping back and forth. Falcons got to find a way to break free. They're going to try going after the Dusa here. Toss him back into the tier 3s. Response from Soxa, and a Stone Gaze is going to set it up. The Tiny turns to stone yet again.
This is just not the guy you want to go on. I know he's in your face. I know he's not giving you a lot of options, but you had to find other angles in this game. You have to find the DPSers, the Razor, and the Beast, take them off the map. Only if you can do something with it, which so far, Maureen walking over a ward in that lane. It's just out of the sentry range, too. Nothing is going right for Falcons right here.
Shackles. Whitemon follows it up with the arrow. And Falcons, despite the fact that they're all behind him, can't really get there. 33 was right in the middle of all these heroes with the Stone Gate, slowing them down and stunning those who don't look away. Skeeter, he's up next. A Shackles from Soxa to ensure another one. He gets the Hex on a crit as well. He wants all 5 of Falcons, and they might just be able to get that. Crit is going to make a run for it, and Maureen will call GG to save Crit's life.
Absolute decimation here in this game 1. If you're going into game 2 as Falcons, there's a lot you have to adjust because you just got completely outclassed.
It's just these small little things that aren't making complete connections for Falcons that felt like even if your lanes are rough, there was a potential way back in, right? They could see it. Small pickoffs, better rotations.
Luckily for Falcons, they have the vision advantage, right? With the bugs and with the bounty hunters. So Falcons are going to want to play on that BH timing, not let Tundra play for the late game that you're talking about. If their lanes go well.
A lot of burst damage coming off that. The bug is annoying for him because he has to commit right clicks to deal with that instead of putting that link damage into you.
Right. Same goes with the monkey, right? Instead of getting Jingu stacks, he's dealing with this obnoxious bug, snowball, and a link, a Mar.
What is he just walking up that? I mean,
supremely confident, it seems. Not only does he pick up his Doom early, say, yep, I'm taking that. I'm going into the off lane. I'm going to play against Crystallis's Razor, one of the best in the world, if not the best in the world.
So it is a concern. You're going to have to up the pace, up the aggression. It's something they can do with this lineup. I like the changes they made, though. They got more initiation and more ability to start fights on their terms with this Bounty Pango. They're just taking
Zaz trying to win the fight, but the fight comes to him and he will lose it. Man. That is going to be the Razor losing in the 2v2 against the Doom, facing the Tri-Lane.
That is the problem of giving that Monkey King first
Trying
blood.
to go after the Razor again. They all in for him. They use the Blood Grenade, close the distance. Scorcher doing the damage over time required, and they get the kill again.
This dual offlane fed in game 1, and now they're feeding off of Tundra in this game 2. And a lot of skirmish power, too. Throw these out on the tracks as Snake King making his appearance up. They want to kill this Razor again.
Yeah, he just TP back to lane. Why not try for it? But the TP is coming in from the Tusk. This is not going to be a straightforward kill. Soxa is going to make it a little bit awkward. The snowball pickup on all 3 heroes. Big damage onto the Doom, and they will manage to get that kill without Crystallis dying. And now he's going to turn his damage on to crit for a double.
Perfect teleport from Soxa.
And the sharp block in. What a move from Soxa. Completely routes what Falcons were hoping to pull off in this top lane.
If Falcons are going to try and contest this, you got to bring heroes right now. You have Doom available because of that kill top.
Maureen is also level 6, so he could TP in here. This is not an easy fight if the cores want to be able to show up, but BZM, he's going to be able to get it on the other side, contesting Skeeter and Crit, a 2-on-2. Do they win out against the Iron Shell? They need to finish off Soxa, take away this extra hero, and get the 2v1, and they will manage to do so, but now the golem's going to be dropped on him, and that means it's Wisdom Shrine for both sides for Tundra.
Once more, barely, please.
One tick, Shadow Word. Oh, that was like 1 damage away from being a living Skeeter Weaver.
Whitemon is the highest level in the game, bar that Monkey King, who you got to remember had first blood and just won a fight on, or just won the shrine as well.
The power of the Grimoire. Amar trapped in. He will drop the Doom. Snake King, I don't think Snake King has the damage, but with Maureen showing up, the snowball goes a little bit late, and now the Rolling Thunder is just not landing. Maureen in his circles will not be able to finish off the Razor. Ultimate's used, but for what?
What is going well for them right now? It's hard to find a silver lining other than the stuff ATF's done top. You know, killing this Razor a couple times, that's it. Everything else has been
another snowball, another kill. It doesn't hit the stun, but it's not needed. The tag team slow was more than enough mid lane. They're going to run down BZM. So the trade-off is here for Falcons. BZM gets off the Wukong's command, gets a little bit more damage on the crit. Not enough for the kill right away, but the Fatal Bonds will ensure it.
Yeah, more XP going away by years.
More and more.
This Warlock is 2-0-5, completely out of control. So many things in this early game have gone well for them. And the lead is 5K before the 10-minute mark. I did not think we were going to see a more one-sided laning phase after game 1, but we perhaps are here.
Yeah, especially with them being able to get the upset in the top lane with this Doom finding so much. Snake King has been wandering around in this jungle for a while. 33 was farming up some stacks, and he gets an extra kill on top of it. He's going to try and outrun the Rolling Thunder, but shouldn't be able to. That is impossible.
Too fancy for his own good still. Kills are rolling in here for Tundra, where you had all the levels on the supports and this bounty hunter was tracking people and getting all these kills. That's the game Falcons wanted here.
Going after BZM, but again, Tundra is ready for it. They got the fatal bonds. They're ready to drop the golem. That's 1 kill guaranteed. The other 2 will slip away for now. BZM chases after Malrine, but too much mobility on that hero. Now the mid tower is dead.
Getting green on the map as once more the tier 1 towers are starting to fall, and Falcons have gotten basically none of their own. They have not claimed a single one this series yet.
Okay, Doom is going to be dropped on him. BZM, he couldn't get off the Wukong's command this time around.
You need more like this. Just take what is in front of you, as another tier 1 tower is going to go down.
They're sitting on the Razor, a ward behind, the bounty hunter looking for him. He finally shows up.
And there's a smoke going in, but the Pango is up here.
Slow down BZM. He already has his diffuser blade, used the inhibit to slow down the Doom, and he's just not a threat any longer. He's already got the lights on him. He does have the movement speed to be able to get a bit of distance here. Meanwhile, can Malrine get off the Rolling Thunder? He does manage to do so. Trapped inside the shards. Couldn't get to the Razor right away. Hits BZM. Doesn't actually. Hops over him, and he needs to roll away from BZM, for he is in big time trouble. So is Amar. Another hit. Inhibit to slow him down, trying to finish him off. Oh, BZM just outside of the range. Wasn't able to finish him off. Skeeter trying to come in and help out the team, but all he does is die. Can BZM be killed? They throw a macropire at him, a shuriken toss, a swashbuckle, everything they have to be able to finish him off, and they got him. Now an ice path lands on a Saksa, and now it's Tundra who are the ones bleeding out. Tundra, they try too hard to be able to pick up all of these kills on Falcons, to not give up a single hero kill if possible, and they damn near get wiped for it.
Early on versus some of the sustain, and an Orchid pickup for 33.
Saksa, Smoke is going to break on him. They're going to have a poke at him. Snowball goes on to Skeeter. Skeeter, he's going to end up running into the wall. Pops his ultimate where he can. Amar, meanwhile, drops his Doom onto BZM. A great target. No Wukong's command is going to be in this fight, and as a result, the bigger danger is going to be Malrine and his Rolling Thunder bouncing between hero after hero. More and more track kills. Falcons will take the lead for the first time in the series.
That is an easy team fight for them. The second that swarm goes through on everybody and ATF has Doom on to a big core target, you're really happy in this exchange. You just commit. There's a lot of charges to get here. There's a lot of track gold to get here, and there's still no BKBs available for Tundra.
But looking at the cores, I'm kind of okay with Falcons. Like, you've got an Amar Doom, right? Like, that guy is going to be incredibly useful in the late game. Now, he is right now very dead.
And you gotta remember though, Austin.
Yeah.
He only has an 80% win rate.
They used a lot of abilities for that kill, and Falcons are going to take advantage of it. The return, BZM into min speed.
I think these kind of kills are just too easy for Falcons right now, and that's...
Falcons might be more willing to take that 5-on-5 team fight.
They're baiting this Pango.
Barton that he doesn't get picked off here. Saksa hits him with the punch. A follow-up Orchid. They got the vacuum wall combination as well with the Golem Fatal Bonds. Yeah, anybody stuck in that mess is going to be slaughtered.
Such a clutch vacuum timing from 33. That is a bait by Falcons. They are smoked behind the Pango there, and they don't get the Doom off because you get vacuumed into a wall first.
They get 3 kills. They don't want just mid-tower. They want to get Skeeter as well. Skeeter, of course, is going to push out these other lanes as best he can.
Have to land an
jump on
here.
it once again. Punch. He's going to have to get a really good Hurricane Pike in order to live through here. Doesn't get over the cliff. He can pop his ultimate, but the Shiguchi on cooldown for 3 seconds. Is that going to be enough for him to be able to get away? Bound the strike locks him down before the Shiguchi goes out, and he dies as well. A 4th kill to Tundra.
Just trying to get the lanes out. Can't even accomplish that right now. And Rosha's been alive for some time. Tundra don't really seem to care about it. Rather just keep killing him with the advantage.
It does seem like they're probably waiting for a better pickoff, right? If they could get Amar here, use the drums, tries to get out of the wall. He's slowed down to a crawl. Beautiful ice path from Snake King, but it doesn't save him. Kristas commits his BKB and runs him down.
See Skeeter commit for a brooch instead of that BKB, so he's just all in on the DPS right now as he's losing his base.
And Tundra, they took that kill, then they got you to use your glyph. Now they're going to back up and do the Roshan. And this is a bridge too far. This is too much. Falcons, they have to put a stamp. They have to put a stop to this somewhere.
It's going to be BZM in the tree scouting you, though.
Yeah. Smoke is going to break. Looking for the trees. He's somewhere up there. They're panicking. They don't know what to do. Skeeter, he's going to get jumped on. Hit by the walrus punch. He's dead already. The carry is gone. And now a rolling thunder that hits a bunch of heroes. Sure, it doesn't have that much damage. Maybe it's enough to kill the Razor. Tries to chase after the toss. Hits him as well. Got a good hit with the shield crash. But now he is silenced up again and surrounded by Tundra heroes. And nobody else could pass through that staircase to get to him from the side of Falcons.
BZM is the gatekeeper of that fight. Only the Pango passes.
Amar, he's sitting on the side waiting to see if there's a Doom opportunity. There's not.
The bleeding just continues. It's just always somebody dead for Falcons here. It's a team fight you have to take without your Doombringer. This is going to be tough no matter what. But the fact you don't get a time lapse off here is brutal. Somebody has to lead the charge. That's the problem. You don't have that Doom frontliner. We'll get right back to Falcons side of the map, and the game will, completely swung again.
BCM with the shield rune. He's willing, he's daring them to go on him, but they don't actually go for the Monkey King. Instead, Maureen hits some of the backline heroes, and it's not too bad, but the problem is Chrysalis does manage to get off his BKB. The Doom is out on him. Skeeter's gonna try and chase after this Razor. Can he get the damage done? Meanwhile, on the side, Maureen, he's trapped in by the shards. 3 seconds for a swashbuckle. Put a nullifier on him. 2 more seconds. Now he's gonna be orchided. Too much time, he can't get out.
Nowhere to go up on that cliffside. And they do not get the Razor.
He's just, he's giving away the Aegis, apparently. Runs straight to the high ground. Got a vacuum back on crit. Nullifier, but no dice.
What's the full resources, I guess? Man, 12,000 damage by Falcons, and they got the Warlock.
Yeah, they threw so much damage at the Razor, but pick off on Amar. He only has a Ghost Scepter to protect himself. Finally, the Force Staff comes in. Saksa actually trapped himself. Unfortunate. Nice vacuum. Caught 2. Supports traded out. You can see Skeeter. He's got some damage, man. It is not an insignificant amount. These shots are going to hurt. Mar showing himself. Maureen putting pretty far forward with his Invis rune. Already getting some information. Starts off with the Rolling Thunder. Tundra starts backing away. They go for BZM. BZM gets locked down before he hits the BKB. He gets it off now, and he does manage to dodge some of the hits, but Maureen, he's on his way. He's almost there. Missed the swashbuckle. He didn't get him. Refresh blink away. He's still silenced up, but he can roll up in a second. Can he get off? There's Rolling Thunder. Can he get off anything? He gets flying as he rolls up and rolls away, but now they didn't get a kill off of the Rolling Thunder Refresher, and Falcons are stumbling into a death trap, man. There's no way out of this.
That is so close to being the exact fight Falcons were planning for, but the Ice Path came out just a second too late, and that Monkey King gets BKB off. It's the exact scenario we discussed, right? If you can blink Ice Path him there on the
still the glyph too. Tundra, I think, with the glyph.
Yeah, now it's a bit more iffy. But
with the glyph, they're committing.
You have Wukong in 7. You have Wukong in 7 seconds, so you just throw the Wukong down here, commit for Megas. ATF TPing in the middle of them.
TPing in. Can they get BZM? BZM gets Ice Path. Amar, he doesn't have Doom, so they're not going to be able to stop BZM from getting up the Wukong. Man, they all in commit for the Megas, but it does look like Falcons might be able to run down some heroes and get some kills for it. BZM, he falls now. Chrysalis, he still has his BKB. He's holding on to it for now, only using the Satanic. They're just kiting him as much as possible, trying to prevent him. Nullifier, Force Staff, trying to get Snake King away. The right-hand side, Weaver in some trouble. Got kicked over. Oh, a push. It's not good enough. The Razor's going to be able to hunt him down. Chrysalis stands strong against his former teammates. There's seemingly nothing that can stop him. A TP away. They got him on the Ice Path. They will use everything they have, every ult, every spell, even the buybacks, and they will manage to get a one-team fight, quote-unquote, against Tundra.
The Giga Chad territory.
They say apparently Wukong's man not going to wait for it. Smoke wrap around from the side. Crit. He's going to be the one to break it. He is also going to be the one to die for it. Kick back into the enemy team. Ogre Seal Totem vacuum back in. There's just no escape. Nobody Force Staffed or Ogre Seal Totems will get you away from Saksa.
Now you're worried about this Wukong throne attempt.
Yep, it's coming out again. No tier 4s to be able to protect it. Rolling Thunder right through the middle, but doesn't matter. Tundra have used all their spells, and they're just set up around your Ancient. Amar, he'll TP into the middle of it all. Pops his BKB, gets off the Doom, throws it onto the Razor. Can they kill the Razor? Can they stop BZM? There's just seemingly too much HP. They get through the Razor, perhaps another Rolling Thunder. It hits onto 2. BZM still at his BKB, though. He activates it, gets out of his own Wukong's man, chasing after Malrine, gets into the trees. The supports are going to die, and they do actually hold it.
And all it cost them was ATF's buyback there?
And Razor bought back for that? He's been operating this entire time without that extra mobility.
It feels like he's had to sacrifice the most here of anybody.
Goes after Malrine. Malrine roll up, and they use the Golem to try and stop him here. Try and stop the Rolling Thunder. He gets up to the high ground, and now the Rolling Thunder can't quite go off. He's trapped inside the shards where Chrysalis will make waste of him.
Instant buyout from him. Falcons, they want to take this right now.
Skeeter, he gets knocked up in the air by the plunge. Snowball, the follow up, kicks into the rest of the team. He has to pop his ultimate and get back up to the high ground. Vacuum inside the wall. 33 making a mess of the high ground here as they snowball after Skeeter. Skeeter just trying to stay alive, but another snowball hit, another punch, another kick away to the side.
Was that good?
Big hits. He's pretty far away. BZM tries to jump after him. Couldn't actually close that distance. Skeeter, he's playing around on 300 HP, man. He's trying to get killed, and he dies for it.
The Pyrrhic Cloak.
He goes after him, and he just gets hit by the Pyrrhic Cloak and falls, and that's going to be the Divine Rapier. Picked up by 33, he'll ferry it away. Amar and Malrine will try and win the fight without their carry, without the Divine Rapier, but there's just no hope. Not against the 5-mana Tundra and all the Mega Creeps inbound. GG, game 2 will close out at 52 minutes.
All right, Falcons put up a fight there, but it's too little too late. At the point in that game where they're starting to bring the fights together, the damage has been done. Tundra just claims so many objectives, it's overwhelming. They get to the big core items they need in that game.
But also, the Chrysalis Razor, 2 games now. This hero got through at the very end, just stomps you, makes it so that you can't really play aggressively into the mid game. And I think that's also a hero you have to think about going into this game 3. Are they going to give away the Razor?
Tundra, they're going to get their phones out, which they're not allowed because the admins have taken them, but the admin's done it for them. They got a 30-minute timer on the clock, right? If it's 30 minutes, Falcons haven't got like 2 Roshans, broken down the entire map, forced Tundra into the base.
Mid-Furion can do that for you, absolutely. It's a great diffusal Pango game, burning out the mana from all these heroes. And this Ursa's a hero that can give you early Roshan. So the pieces to have a fast game are there for Falcons. They need to execute better, and they need to have a better laning phase than they did in the first 2 games.
Saksa snowballs, waits off some of the blood grenades slow, and makes a run for it, but the final hit comes in from Snaking. This time, finally, it is Falcons to have a good start in this laning phase.
+3 runes. Closing in on that 6, ideal would be going to this Underlord lane and killing him. Yeah. Easily get the double kill on the AA2 with the lane this far up. In fact, they're just going to do it on their own, maybe?
Blood grenades go out. Shield crash gets the other side, and they finish off the Underlord. But Saksa, who died earlier, will TP to bottom lane, collect a return kill. It's going to be Crit who goes down first. Amar, he doesn't have any spells up for a second. Can he just walk back to his tower? It's looking good. They throw out a blood grenade. He hits the shield crash for the shield, so he will survive. Yeah, they had, what was it? The first game was Beastmaster. The second game, Monkey King. Monkey King just being the king of being able to fight for those. Ooh, almost got him on the sneaky Gorgon's grasp. If he lands that, the snowball should be able to finish the 2. Amar, though, hits a 2-man shield crash. So big shield on him. And 33 and Whitemon almost died. Got him on the frostbite. That's going to be Whitemon going down. No teleport from Malrine. He used every bit of mana he had.
He's about to take another objective here. Wisdom Shrine on the menu here with that empty lane top. Again, you abandon it with the Medusa. Get aggressive here if you're Falcons.
Saksa's going to try. BZM coming in with the haste rune. Saksa waiting it out. Will finally snowball BZM. They actually went out of the shrine area, so Skeeter not only he gets the kill on Saksa, but he also is just going to TP away. He got his level 6, so he uses the Enrage and gets out of there.
That's a hasted Morphling who is unable to win his own shrine. A lot of openings now for Falcons with this mid-Furion. You have Wrath of Nature backup. You have another teleport in 15. You have Rolling Thunder. No way you let 33 sit down here. Level 5 Medusa.
And they don't even need the Rolling Thunder to kill him. Yeah, maybe they do. 33 still had some magic wand charges, got to the other side of the Gorgon's Grasp, and sure enough, they do not need to use that ultimate.
Tundra having issues standing on the lanes right now.
It's one of the plays he's most known for, coming through the gate, trying to use some of his carry pool that is able to play aggressive. Ursa is one of those heroes, though. 33, nice block in with the Sprout. The slows may not have an effect, but just blocking him out with trees does quite a lot.
This Juice's not tanky in this game versus these 3 cores. And Maureen, he TPs to that play and dodges the smoking from Tundra that was going into him on that jungle around mid. So BZM able to clean up the tower, but that's all you got for that smoke play. Looking for something with this Ice Blast. Has yet to be thrown out. Lost his courier. Probably still going to go down here.
He's going to pop it. Snake gives him a little bit extra heal. Maybe a Gorgon's Grasp before the final bit of damage comes in. That lockdown might just save him. Amar, he's got another swashbuckle. Okay, he missed that one. That is a little bit rough trying to get it off the Rolling Thunder. Does manage to do so. And got himself stuck. Shield crash, TP. Shield, he's going to TP.
What?
I'm so confused. Why didn't he shield crash? All right.
I think Deuce should be dead there, but
yeah, for sure.
We'll let that one go. Maureen walking straight into the supports. Still that ward on the triangle.
Oh, no.
What a find. And now they're going to TP to contest this Wisdom Shrine.
Yeah, Falcons are trying to make this move on the other side of the map, and things are a little awkward now. Now, Whitemon runs right into the Ursa and is quickly killed. And with the body blocking, Chrysalis is in trouble here as well. Skeeter, tons and tons of damage. It just never runs out for this hero. Skeeter, Snake King. He'll be run down by Soxa and 33 with BZM joining in. It looks like they will not be able to steal this Wisdom Shrine. Crit, he'll get out with the tricks of the trade, no problem.
They stall out games, they ride around the map, they find little openings, and then at some point they get the items they need to take that fight, and they make the comeback.
Sneaking in from behind, Soxa with the gate play. I was going to wonder, there's no Ice Blast, but they've got a different global hero in mind, Maureen. They're trying to get him with the cleaves, and they got him.
Huge find. Didn't even need the ward to do it. Soxa just knows where this Furion's going to be.
Now, there's no kill that's ever free for Tundra, but if it's just that one hero, that's fine. Skeeter, 3 seconds left for a blink, and he's definitely going to get another kill out of this. In fact, if Chrysalis isn't careful, he's going to die to this as well. He tries to fight with his support, but you can't fight this Ursa.
Skeeter has such good matchups this game, and he has had such a fast game. Accelerated off that top lane, going so bad for Tundra.
They had a deep ward that saw him making his way over to these ancient camp. And he waveforms once.
Can run him down here. You have Furion.
For sure.
Okay, who's
the battle against each other? Can Skeeter outdo it with the enrage? Okay, BZM gets the kill, and the Ice Blast is going to hit a lot of heroes. Oh, they barely get away just in the nick of time. Meanwhile, Snowball pick up on the Morph link, leads them to Snake King. BZM hops away as the Ursa. Soxa looks like he'll be shot down by Maureen. Somebody had to die here for Tundra. Amar came in through the side, stuck again on the side of the map. Crit's gonna get hit by the Gorgon's Grasp. So many ensnares there. And Snake King, well, good Crystal Clone will block the path of Tundra. They hoped to run down another support. And once again, the same ward that spotted BZM earlier is setting Skeeter up for a kill on Chrysalis as well. He's going to walk right into him, too.
He's just not tanky versus Ursa at all.
It's pretty easy for Falcons to be able to eliminate the positions and find where Tundra largely farming. Tundra a little bit grouped towards Sentries. They're going to go for the kill, but he got off the smoke screen. That is danger. That's going to be tough stand already with the Rolling Thunder coming in. Now BZM, a 4-step trying to get him away from all this. A Stone Gaze. It stopped right before BZM gets hit, but they still run him down anyway. A smoke screen to stop the waveform away. And now running after 33. He's dead as well. He just collects so many kills. That seemed like a moment where Tundra thought they could stay a little grouped and find a pick, but all the Falcons show up to the top lane fight.
I mean, sometimes they say too much. You need to just find a way to slow this game right down right now if you're Tundra, and I don't think Skeeter has any inclination to let you do that.
I mean, you could play around this high ground ward from Tundra, but I don't think you can win that fight. You do bait Skeeter in a little bit. Okay, maybe this is an opportunity. He is stuck here. He's dead.
I mean, that is a throw and a half right there.
It really is. 1,800 gold for Tundra.
It's Roche can spawn.
Oh, brother.
You got a 1 in 3 chance of getting it up now while the Ursa's dead.
Skeeter, what have you done? Gate to the other side, trying to chase down Snake King here. Snake King's actually decently mobile. Crystal Clone and 4-staff. Gets out of the pit. Rolling Thunder comes in, finishes off Soxa. Very clean from Amar. And Crystal is using his BKB like that. Didn't even get the Crystal Maiden kill. There goes doing that Roshan, that's for sure. Unless they can kill the Pango. Got him on the Gorgon's Grasp into the Meteor Hammer. Too many ensnares, he's dead.
Why did he stay around?
I'm not sure, but also Maureen killing BZM in the middle of that. That's
the bigger prize for sure.
For sure, yeah.
Well, this was one of those supports where if you win fights, he will get the gold, and he doesn't have to buy anything else. So it would be huge here if you can pick up some of these big lockdown items on the supports and then just build more damage on the cores.
Instant bash. Skeeter. He just runs through the jungle and finds something. He doesn't know what he was going to find.
This matchup is not fun. This reminds me of the Pudge carry burst there or something.
Nobody bites on BZM, so BZM will join in on the smoke and make their move towards the Roshan pit.
Amp damage in the top river, what you wouldn't have to have it on your Morphling right now. But it's going to go to Maureen.
Running to Crit. Crit not able to get off the tricks of the trade fast enough. Will die, but they're set up for a Rolling Thunder in the river. It's a bit dangerous. Skeeter's going to chase after the Tusk. They got that kill rather easily. Now the stuns start hitting onto 33. The Rolling Thunder back and forth, back and forth. He's already down, almost out of mana. Now out of mana at a 1200 crit. We'll finish him off. Chrysalis, meanwhile, he went for Maureen. Maureen's got an amp damage. You don't stand up to that kind of power.
No chance in that fight. This Underlord has no game.
And look at him go, chasing after BZM, almost overwhelming the Morph strength with the power of pure right clicks.
He knows he has to look for anything in this game.
Got him on a bash. No secondary bash.
Stuck.
Bumped up back to the high ground here. Smoke screen. They thought he was still on the low ground, but went the wrong way. It actually saves BZM life for a second or two. Wait for him away, but Maureen chases after him. They've got him. There's just no getting away from this lineup. Once the Rolling Thunder goes out, they have so much chase, just pushing into the base over and over again. So it's not even like Falcons are in any hurry to just 5-man up into Tundra's base and give them a chance at a high ground defense. It may just happen with takeoffs like this, where BZM gets hit by the side, follow-up Rolling Thunder, lots of chain stun, tries to go for a Manta, pulls him away with the harpoon, and maybe they can get BZM out of here. Rolling Thunder that's right on top of all these heroes. Pop the BKB, try and put the damage on Skeeter, but the Enrages, they just keep on coming. And Chrysalis, they haven't even touched Maureen. A TP out from Chrysalis will barely make it out, but 33 is stuck.
Incredibly clutch snowball.
Oh, we got him on the freezing field. A blink inside the vice from Snake King. Even the 5 position is pulling his weight in this game for Falcons.
The King will not go down easy here as Falcons strike back. He overtakes every hero on the Radiant lineup with a Crystal Maiden.
And they will run down every member of Tundra, even through the buybacks. They will wipe them twice.
I think also just the storyline of this series has been the laning phase is everything, it feels like, right? Yeah. 2 first games, Falcons didn't really have any Dota to play after the laning phase, it felt like. And here it's you know, just the reverse. It feels really hard for Tundra to do anything. Also a little bit similar, not really similar to Kunkka, but it gives them the same type of tools, right? They have this really strong mid laner that does not care about Invoker early on. The supports come mid, it's easy kill into the tower, right? Gives them another tanky core.
If it's not, you'll never see me again.
Okay, now we got some real spice to it. All right. I know Quinn was in the green room. Quinn, you hear that? I might need a new casting partner soon. Burrow strike into Sunstrike, and there it is. It's already begun, ladies and gentlemen. The show is just beginning to kick off. The BZM Invoker when it comes to this lane. So hopefully the side lane set him up for more Sunstrikes.
They're pulling up top 2. Warlock PA lane, the Tundra Classic. I think ATF.
Amar getting a bit low here. He has stick charges. He's really baiting it out. Goes down to like 20 HP and still falls.
There's nothing you could do there. There's too much sustain on this lane. It's a classic combination Tundra have been winning with since Tarachi was on the team.
Whitemon, he takes a lot of Shadow Poison stacks. But he has his own heals.
They're converging mid.
Rune. They are.
Is this a play?
Well, with the TPs coming in, see if they can
yeah.
stop with the meteor dropped on Maureen's head. He is going to be able to get up to the high ground. Those final hits, any high ground misses, they got it with Saksa.
Not a single miss.
Shadow Demon poisons raining in, but not enough for any kills.
The thing is, I think if you just ran, very tricky situation to play Invoker into, because if you're the one getting ganked, especially with these catapults up, your tower starts getting
Dust on 33, he's in trouble. Avalanche, they can close that distance again. Snake King will hit him with a double Starstorm.
That Tiny's coming for you, boy.
And he throws the tree out at 33.
He's coming for you.
He survives for now. One more hit required from the bugged out Tiny. He's coming. Watch out. He gets away into the trees. He'll be fine for now. Soxa, oh, the shackles into the Sunstrike. They set up a kill for BZM. They go from killing 33 to losing their support.
Trying to get a gank going or something onto this. I mean, this is a 1450 HP Tiny with Raindrop on. Here's that gank mid. Classic combination.
There it is.
See you
Disruption
later.
into Arrow. We've seen it for like over a decade now. Meanwhile, Shackles into Burrow Strike with a bit of an epicenter, but Skeeter is so damn tanky. They actually feel like they maybe can't run him down underneath the tower. They're going to try, but they're running right into a bunch of trees, and Amar will gladly hit him with a big whirling death. The follow-up Chakram for 1 kill.
Really juicy. I like the TP from ATF. Defend your safe lane here. And they're going to get something out of it as well with the extra Whitemon kill. Now 33. Did he get spotted? No. I mean, this is the power of safe lane Tiny.
33 is going to come over. They're going to smoke on him. They are trying to couple together this play, but it may not be fast enough. They're still wrapping around. The Tornado Meteor is going to be dropped. The tower's about to fall. 33, he hits it. Epicenter, Burrow Strike from the trees. Wait a minute, he didn't complete his Epicenter. It felt like he didn't need it, and he may be right about that. Malreen's already dead, and Crit will be cleaned up in half.
5 heroes mid for Tundra to get something out of that tower exchange, and they get it. Snake King, gotta worry about where that Shaman is. They're gonna TP the Dragon Knight straight back in.
Amar, oh, that was a risky maneuver. Turns around, does hit a Chakram out, so 33 might just die to that as he's taken down from the Blood Grenade, not dead yet. Malreen's chasing after him into the Invis, Burrow Strike over the cliff, and away he goes. I can't believe he just lived through that.
And another Dragon Form committed top. It's gonna push this lane in and start to threaten that tier 1 tower. As BZM getting run down bottom.
Yeah, he was holding off. He was looking for a Sunstrike on Amar. He knew what he was up to, found him through the trees. It just kills him. A Timber Saw killing an Invoker. That's just not supposed to happen like this.
1,400 damage in under 10 seconds here. The Timber God just get caught playing games with everybody else. Malreen flying out the blink.
Yeah, they do have a disruption here from the Meteor if they want to use it. No, they... oh, wow.
Just bail.
They've completely bailed. Crit does not want to get sucked into giving another kill away, but it'll happen regardless. Soxa was there on the other side.
Another Sunstrike kill. BZM 6-2 now. Climbing that net worth chart. I've seen this before.
We have seen it a few times.
Can take his tower, you can hound him in the jungle, but he will find kills on the map, and there's so much setup in this Tundra lineup. That Sunstrike is guaranteed every time. Skeeter, he's tanky.
He's tanky, but they've got so many disables, and they've got Epicenter still. The arrow comes out. Snake King's gonna throw away the Sand King. He gets away from the Epicenter. He lives, and now the punish comes through. Malreen hits the stun. He goes up to the high ground. Amar's already waiting for him.
I don't know if the Croaker stun changed that outcome, but it's definitely annoying for 33 as a question mark gets dropped. Channeling the power of Emo here.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody's going to drop some question marks to BM, that would be Skeeter.
It's not fun. They're so damn tanky so early.
The top play runs into BZM. Dragon Tail hits the arrow, and they've got enough burst damage. They didn't have any detection, so it was necessary they found the jump.
He's not even full HP here. He's missing 400.
The smoke may still have a chance to land here. They're going to be underneath the ward. When the smoke breaks, they immediately spot Snaking, and they start scrambling, trying to get away. Soxa gives up. He puts himself on the front lines. Hex, Shackles, 33's not sure if they can go in or not. They drop the golem. Got a good Fatal Bond. Soxa is going to be left behind. Any little damage over time would finish him off, but he manages to stay alive. A Sunstrike lands on the Crit, and it's going to be Tundra who walk away with the kill.
Do they know Malreen's here?
Malreen is in the way. Soxa, wait. They don't see him. Moonlight Shadow runs out.
Dude, I thought for sure they have dust on Whitemon. It seems like they knew he was there if they check it like that. They didn't dust.
Maybe they don't know. Weren't sure if he had a TP or not. Assumed he TP'd away. The supports get a little bit low. Malreen now pops out with his dragon form. Gets the other one.
And 33 has still not popped this epicenter.
He's hold his epicenter forever.
He's pump faked it 20 times.
He's thinking about it now.
Still pump faking it.
Amar He got it out of him. Epicenter gets used. Dragon Tail hits him. The Phantom Assassin is on his way. Amar's going to be low here. Disruption's going to be used, but Chrysalis didn't jump. He's waiting out his timing, waiting for Amar to pop back out. Now he got him. Good patience from Chrysalis, but it lands him right in the Croaker again. He's running into all of these fights, stunning all of these heroes, but they will manage to get the kill. Anyway, it's a double kill for Crit.
I mean, that's a kamikaze move here for the VA. You get a kill, but you're just stuck in the middle of this Dragon Knight. Didn't get the Sandstorm here before the stun. Makes a big difference in terms of the DPS. Very nice disruption. No Sun Strikes here to play with. There's another one, though. As the kills just keep rolling.
Both teams sticking around.
Would have to be BZM joining the gank for you to bring this guy down.
Yeah, hit him with the tornado, dispel out that X. Okay, Cataclysm is going to give some information, much needed information to Chrysalis. He also needs a blink away. BZM will provide a little bit of that. But Amar, still chasing after him. Hit the dust onto BZM. BZM trying to get himself out of there with the tornado, but it's going to be an avalanche arrow combination that will spell his doom.
I mean, he's probably saying, brother, why'd you bring him to me?
Yeah.
I was chilling up here.
Again, the trio of Saksa, Whitemon, 33. Trying to find an opening. They've got a fourth man in the Cataclysm to join them, and Chrysalis isn't too far away. The smoke, it pushes past Snaking. It breaks on him. They blink forward. They get the stun, but Saksa, he almost dies immediately. They drop the Golem on with the Fatal Bonds. Here comes the Epicenter. The Cataclysm, and boom! There it goes! A nuclear bomb just explodes in Tundra's face and blows Falcons out of the water. Knockout punch from Tundra. Skeeter, the only one to survive. He was the only man who wasn't bonded to the rest.
And look at the damage numbers.
Instead of trying to use it on Maureen defensively in that situation, you have the Mirana, who apparently was out of leap charges, so he was stuck in the Cataclysm as well. And back in real time, though, Avalanche Arrow finds its mark once again. BZM has been victim to this a number of times.
Puts up the gold for it, gives it
Chrysalis is alone up here. He has BKB, but there's also a Shadow Demon. He's got to be a little bit careful.
Triple BKB timing for Falcons, but this is the fight Tundra won.
TPs start coming in from Tundra. Looking at Amar. They've got this high ground ward. They want to play around. Falcons, they spot their mark. They go for Maureen.
There's a disruption.
Next up already. No BKB immediately waiting for the disruption. 33, he commits the epicenter for it. Still no BKB from Maureen.
Where was it?
He didn't respect it. Thought he was saved by Crit. Amar pops the BKB, TP's out. Skeeter tries to go for the fast kill on 33, doesn't get it. BKB himself and TP away. The crits will not be enough damage. And the back lines, Amar, he BKB TP'd out, but I think they dropped the Golem on him. Cancel the TP, he's dead.
The tip comes out from Saksa as the shackle does. Smiley faces return as the big Timbersaw gets kited. Saksa just in the river right now, ninja geared.
Maureen on the low ground, Crit up on the high ground. They're trying to bait out Maureen again.
He wants to jump, but you know that disruption is behind him.
He's trying to bait it out.
In the
river. Is he too far away? Disruption goes down, but when he comes back up, he has to pop BKB and try and get through the wards. Oh, they actually still jumped in. They got baited in this time. Maureen says, fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice. They try and go for more. Tundra, 33, still sticking around, looking to Epicenter. They lost both their supports, and they're still looking for a fight, seeing if Falcons give them an opening. But Amar promises nothing. He pushes forward with his BKB, daring them to turn back around on him with the Aghanim Scepter. They burrow strike back into the Dragon Knight. Maureen's in some trouble. Another disruption save. Does this get him out of it? The Golem's going to be dropped in. Throw some damage back on. 33, who's falling fast, does end up going down. Whitemon with the channel, trying to slow these heroes down. And Skeeter, he's going to make sure that doesn't stick around. That's going to be a dieback for Whitemon.
No way to turn this fight right now. Not enough firepower in the tank. Didn't feel like he got to make the most of it in those exchanges.
No, he certainly didn't. You can see at that point. Oh, that's a strike! No! Of course he gets it. Skeeter will pick up the Aegis before the Forge Spirit denies it. Stifling dagger for him.
Don't underestimate this PA's damage if the Alacrity comes out.
Yeah.
It's straight nasty.
I mean, I was thinking the setup of Fatal Bonds into Cataclysm. Got him on the Scythe.
He's alone.
He's
out of range on the shackle.
Crit's coming. He's here now. The BKB's going to go off. Dragon Tail stunned. He's just got a TP out. Does he make it, though? The Golem hits him. He's dead.
Maureen What were you doing up there?
I don't know. The rest of Falcons are already started backing away, and he seemingly did not get the same memo the rest of them did.
Very hard to keep track of these heroes right now. Crystallis once again hunted by Skeeter. Yes,
and he's going to be hit tossed this time into the arrow. Where are the saves from Tundra? Can they bail him out? Certainly not. He's already gone. Full retreat from Tundra. 33 blinks away just before Skeeter can find his hit. Still chasing after him. Closing that distance. If he gets close enough for the harpoon, he'll pull 33 back, but he gets another burrow strike away.
Tough to go high ground here when they're all together.
Maureen, he's pushing out. The rest of his team is still up on this high ground. They spot him for a second here. Crit.
No DK
scared.
form.
Blinks backward. He BKB's early.
That was
Blinks
janky.
backward early. BCM, a bots 2 on a Soxa who puts him in position to hit the tornado. They'll catch Crit.
That is the best target to catch every single time. Falcons instantly bail on that.
No chance at a blink after that disruption. They cover it nicely with the deafening blast.
Still, that all starts with Maureen just being a little too forward there.
He blinks backwards. I think maybe somebody pinged.
They're
Moonlight
getting
Shadow.
BZM on top of them.
They are. BZM hits a tornado on a 2, already setting up. Maureen has to pop his BKB, goes after the Shadow Shaman. Good blink away. The nullifier is far too far out.
Skeeter
and they hit an epicenter burrow strike on a Skeeter. Shackles goes out as well, but meanwhile, Mars hitting the back line. Well, same goes with Skeeter. Skeeter got the Shadow Demon. He's already dead. The Shadow Demon is out of the fight. Now we got the break onto the Dragon Knight, who doesn't have a BKB. Chrysalis, Meteor, it's running him down, and that's Chrysalis finishing up the Dragon Knight. Skeeter's dead as well. Falcons are gonna fall one by one to the might of Tundra. Amar with his BKB, it simply will not last long enough. Maybe a timber chain away, but there's 33. Patient as always, waiting, biding his time until he finally strikes with a blink burrow.
They have all 5 of their buybacks available.
Yeah, it's like guaranteed the Tundra win because they've got 10 heroes to work with, and you've only got 5.
Oh, they found
and already the jump on a crit might just make it 4. A self-disruption, but when he comes back in,
Shadow on the DK.
Surrounded by the epicenter, and yeah, okay.
Maureen's just gone.
2 dead. Maureen gets swept up in the action, once again gets picked off, and now Amar, he tries to clear out the mid wave. They're chasing after him. He does have a refresher here. Whitemod still has the golem. They're going to try and quickly kill him, and the 2 supports, they take out the golem at least from the Warlock as they eliminate him. BZM coming in from behind, hits the tornado. Timbersaw tossing up the Shadow Shaman. Foul play. He's okay for now, but the Shivas, it'll finally take him down. The refresher was used by Amar. He's got to get out of here. Long timber chain away, and somehow this play, it works.
He salvages a situation that was completely dire for Falcons. They get 2 buybacks out of it. Both supports maybe jump the gun a little bit.
And they go straight to the tier 4s.
This is bold.
It is. Chrysalis is hitting so damn hard with the alacrity on him. Over 400 damage a hit on these tier 4s, let alone what he could do to a hero. Tornado. 1 tier 4 already down. 33 pulls the trigger on it. Epicenter goes out all in on Amar, and they've got it.
And the shackle on the
for
tiny.
2 minutes. A shackle on the tiny. Sox is almost dead, but the meteors, the damage, it's overwhelming. BZM will drop off. 1 more Sen Strike to go, and that's the way they'll close it out. They promised a show, and they delivered a show. Tundra will close out Game 4 in style.
They went against Falcons at full force with a draft that has worked for them.
What an incredible performance from Tundra, the back-to-back champions of Blast Slam, Tundra Esports.